Good morning, it's me, Joanne. Welcome to my channel. I just done uh, changing the bed of my son. He likes, he likes McQueen and the race car, and he also like Squid Game. So, yes, I am sitting now here, the old bed of my son. So we call it if I make a story, we always sit down here and we start. He likes, because he likes stories. He likes Donald Ducks. He likes all the Disney books, and he also likes what you call it, like princess. So, and yeah, the room of my son is very simple, and yeah, this is the bed. This is his bed when he was a baby. So every time he's sick, I always sleep there in his bed, and I hope I sleep here because I don't want to go back to my bed. And then every time he wake up, because we have a time that he have a high fever, and he always come out in his bed, and he always come to me, and he always says, "Mama, I don't feel so good. I want to throw up." So I decide to sleep here. This, look at that, the bed. It's just like really so big bed. So here's all the stuff toys, and also here. See, it's really fun of race car, and this tiger. So yeah, my son is not a spoiled. We never spoil them. I am more strict than my husband. I think because I'm a Filipina and I grown up with, in the Philippines it's different how you raise your child, and I give more him as a, how can you call it, like material thing is not important. The only thing that most important is the fact that you are happy with a small thing. So we never spoiled him, since he's the only grandson. And yeah, because I don't like that also. I don't like it. I want him to see that the world is not so what's inside of your mind, because I also understand that when I was young, my mother, they couldn't really buy anything, like new clothes, new shoes, toys, my parents couldn't buy that one. Even cell phones, my parents, they couldn't. And every time I asked my mama, "Can you buy me some new clothes?" and my mother always said, "We don't have money, and if ever we have a money, you have to choose food or new clothes." But of course, I always choose the food, because clothes I couldn't eat that, and they still have another day, still have another months or years or whatever. And I can say my son is very lucky what he had. My husband always says I am a very strict woman, mother, but in that behind of strictness, they have a soft heart. That's really true, because every time my son fell down, every time he get pain, I always also, the feelings like they have something stabbing in your heart. So it was like, so for me as a mother, I really understand it now, that it's not so really easy to raise a child. And with me, luckily, my son is he's a very understanding. He's really he knows around what's going on around. So I I always said to him, sorry if I'm strict to you, and I'm sorry if sometimes I get angry, but I always explain to him why I get angry. Because yes, of course, because he didn't listen. And that's normal, that as a mother, if your child, because children sometimes they can be, not sometimes, but most of the time they can be naughty. I'm lucky that my son is not like that. When I say something to him, he really understands. He really listen. But sometimes they really test you. How farther you can be hold it. But as possible as I can, I'm always like calm. I'm always like, but if I couldn't really, if I couldn't really hold it anymore, the temper, of course, I can be. He always said to me that I don't want to see my mom angry. I want to see her happy. I want to see her happy. I don't want to look at you like you're angry, because he doesn't like it. Especially when I speak my language, because I'm from Philippines. My language is Waray, and he already know it that the mama is angry. So I guess I'm very lucky to have him, because I cannot explain everything what I had, what I feel since he came to my life. Number one, when I go to sleep, I'm not alone anymore, because my husband will sleep later than me. So I always sleep early, because Filipino people, we always sleep late, especially me, because I used to sleep early. We never sleep late, we always sleep early. So since I had my son, every time I put him on bed, I also go to bed. So, and for me, it's not so really. It's really quite hard, because at the beginning, I never had an experience to having a child. But everything of it, thanks to him, I learned it. I learned everything to him. My mother never explained to me everything, never, because he's far away, and she's also my mother-in-law knows. They never know, like being a parent, they didn't have how can you call it, like manual, because it's just like a natural. They're gonna come. You have to learn each other. Your child, when they give birth, when you bring it here in the world, there's also no manual for them how to interact, how to express their feelings, if they're hungry, or if they have a back pain. If they have a pain in her tummy or his tummy, so they cannot say if they have something pain in their whole over body, or they have sick, or the pain in their tooth, or the tooth is coming out, like they're having a teeth. They couldn't also express that. So both you and the child, you also have to learn each other. You have to be search what's the best. So for me, it was very hard in the beginning, and I don't have parents here. I don't have mom that they can really say, oh Joanne, you can go to sleep, I will take care of your son. Everything I have. And then 4 months, my son is 4 months, I started working. I am a cesarean, and it's all behind that. That's why 8 months I'm having my depression because of that, because it's very stressed too much, depression me too much. So it's not also nice to people. They pushing you, because you just like give birth, and they pushing you to find a job, quickly as that. My how can you call it? I give birth to my son. It's not like a normal delivery, It's just really a cesarean, They just open up your tummy. So it was like really, I think, because of pressures, pressure too much, and also your hormones is also getting, going up and down, and plus you're also first time mother, and you don't have family here. So, and people, they couldn't really understand you, because this is first of all, this is not an English language. Second of all, it's other language, and it's very difficult to express your feelings, like delivering in Netherlands. What do you feel inside? It's not the same as Filipino people. With us, we just say okay, without anything words. You just like start crying, and sharing to them what do you feel. But here it's really difficult. The mentality is really different. The society is different. How they raise their children is different. But for me, you know what, I don't care for how they raise their children. That's their children. What mine is, I will raise my son as what I grown up, what my parents they raised on me. So it's okay because I am the mother. I don't want to be perfect. I don't want to be, I just did my best, and I'm happy for it. And everything I adapt to my son, it's because that's how it is. That's how I grown up. Even if I live here in Belgium for almost 12 years next year, I will never change anything, because the fact, no matter what, how how the world is, the position, even if it's upside down, you're always the same Filipino. I'm always the same Filipina. I will never change. Even if I will be 50 years living here, I'm always the Filipina, because that's how I grown up. That's how I start open my eyes. When I came in this world, I opened my eyes. I grown up. That's how it is. So I couldn't change that, and no one can how can you call it, can say to you, oh, it's not good, you may not do that because it's not how supposed to be. Who cares? Who are you to say that? You don't know anything. If that's how you raise your child, that's you, that's not me. So how I raise my son, that's how I do it for myself, and that's how my parents they raised me. So I will just attach what my parents did to me. So, but anything what I experienced to my parents, my son never experienced that, because I said to myself, if I have my own son, I will really love him. I will do my best, even though I know that I'm not perfect mother, but I know I do my best as a mother. I will more understand his emotion, because that's the thing that my parents never had that to me. Every time I sick or I'm scared when I was young, my mother never say, oh, it's just a dream, don't think about it, just go back to sleep and do your best. My mom never say that. So with me, I more do something, say something to my son if he's scared or he have a nightmare. He always said, Mama, I'm scared, and I always said, it's just a nightmare, go back to sleep. I'm always holding his hand. I'm always comforting him. I always give, without any words came out from my mouth, I just hug him tight, that is just it's okay, you're safe. And every time also he's scared, like for example, if he's going to a swimming lesson, every time, because my son, he didn't used to meet different people, because he doesn't want someone to get angry to him, or he always said to me, I'm scared to make mistake, Mama. I don't like it when the teacher is angry. I said to him, you know what, Felix, because my son is Felix, I always said, you know what, Felix, it's okay to make mistake. Even grown-up people, they can also make mistake. I said, you're still child, you have to learn. And because if you get mistake and then the teacher, they criticize, they say something to you, that's not how can you call it, that is not don't think of it that they turn you down. That is to make you better. That's why you're here to learn, and you have to try yourself. I mean, just give yourself to know that the teacher, because maybe you will know you will like her or him. So every time he start crying, I says, don't be crying. I know, because I was also been there when I was also young. When I was your age, I was also not so very, I'm also scared to meet different people, but that's normal. I'm very shy. He's also very shy. I said to him, even if you didn't do perfect, even if you didn't do your best, the most important to just enjoy it. And every time I see him smiling, doing all kind of stuff, I am very contented with that. I don't care if my son didn't do his best, he didn't do his perfect thing. If I see my son is happy and content, that is really what I want to say. So when I give him to the teacher, I said to him, your teacher knows you. So I said, don't be scared. If the teacher said you must do this, Felix, you must do this, you have to listen to her. And don't think about it that he's angry. It's not always angry. It's just like trying to teach you, because if I see it, everything that you can really swim now. Really good. I think you're becoming a good swimmer someday. But I don't want to push it. Just see what he wants in his life. So I said, just enjoy it. So when I go up, I was in this just like a canteen, and they have a glass. I can see him there. At the beginning, he starts crying, because it was 2 months that without swimming lessons. So it's for him, it's new. So, and then afterwards, I see him. He was beginning to dancing, smiling. I said, "Oh, that's good. I really see it. He really enjoy it, and he's happy." So that's the thing, because I see a lot of parents there, their children crying, but they never look at them. They never look at them. They never say something to them, to their children. Of course, the children, they're scared, they're nervous, because every one of us knows that, because we've also been child before. So yeah, my advice for parents out there: never push your children. Let your children be a child. Let your children enjoy it. Don't say, do perfect, do your best. No, don't say that. Just say it to your child. As long as you enjoy and you're happy, I'm content with that. I am always content when I see my son happy. That's the only thing I want to see him right there. Because if you are happy in a content in a small things, that is a very, I can say that's a very, very nice feelings. I'm not perfect, mother. I don't want to be perfect. I know I do my best, and I am happy. I am happy for what I have, what blessings I had. I love my son so much, more than anything. I will fight for him. If someone hurt him, mark my word, I will really defend my son, because he's my everything. He's my miracle, and he gave me a chance to be a mother, to be a mother, and to experience it. First time that first time that he discharged from the hospital, because he must stay 2 weeks, because he is 8 months old. I was discharged before him. So yeah, and the first night, it was like really, I said, my God, this is really my life now. This is our life now. Me and my husband, we just like, oh my God, it's like crying all night, because we have to, we have to also to learn, to learn each other, to as a first first time parents, that's normal, because as I said, there's no manual in it, being a parent. parents, especially first time. So we have to really to search it. So yeah, and look at now. So anyway, guys, I hope you like my video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting me, supporting my channel, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday and just enjoy your moment to your family. Love your family, love your parents, love your children. Just enjoy. Just enjoy. I know it's hard sometimes, but yeah, we cannot do anything about it. We just accept it and let it go with it. So anyway, thank you. Please like and subscribe my channels, and if you want to say something about my video, you can comment anytime, and I will try my best to reply you guys. And thank you, and have a nice day. Thank you. Bye.